name is Abdil, and welcome to Monster Morgue. In today's build, we're gonna do Headpool from the Deadpool franchise. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For this video, we're gonna need a plastic skull, some 2 millimeters EVA foam, a knife, a cutting knife. I made this tool with just a piece of PVC and a PVC panel, a piece of scrap wood, and the heat gun. I'm putting this silicone mat just to heat the EVA foam as shown. When the EVA foam is soggy, you're gonna press it against the skull. Remember to wear protection, please. This will help you to shape the red foam as the same as the head. Now we mark some lines. Using our reference, we're gonna mark all the lines across the EVA foam. Then we're gonna cut it. I also traced the eye sockets. I cut them and put it aside. We're gonna need them later. We once again gonna do a dome head shape. We're gonna do it this time with a brown EVA foam, just to make the helmet, the top part of the helmet. We cut the parts that we're not gonna use. Now with the eye sockets we cut, we're gonna trace them in a 4 millimeter EVA foam. And we're gonna trace it, but we're gonna cut it a little bit bigger. We're also gonna cut the center of the socket. We're gonna glue them from behind with a little bit of super glue. Now proceed to glue the mask to the skull. I'm using super glue for this. I just stretched a little bit the EVA foam and put a little bit of glue. I let all the part on the back hang. Now let's put the helmet. Oh, sorry, I forgot to cut the teeth. I'm gonna cut all the teeth because we're gonna put new ones. Now using these fake nails, I'm gonna cut them and make a teeth shape as shown. Then I'm gonna glue 3 on the top, 3 in the bottom using my reference. Now let's work on the helmet. I'm gonna glue the dome part first with some super glue. Then with some stripes of EVA foam, I'm gonna do the rest of it using always my reference. First, I cross a EVA foam stripe all around the head. Then on the top, I'm gonna cross them in two forms. One like an X and one like a cross, as shown. Here you can see the crosses on the top. Now, let's put some sideburns. It's just two pieces that has on the sides. And also we're gonna make a circle piece and put it in the middle. Now, I'm using this pinzas, pliers, and I'm making some holes as shown. It will look like it's like made out of a leather. Then with the same tool, I'm making some lines like connecting the dots. And it should look like this. I'm putting a piece of wood on the top with a little bit of cylinder plastic. Now I'm gonna do the top part. I'm gonna take a little bit of cardboard, connect, draw or sketch the thing that I want, and I'm gonna trace it on a 1 millimeter plastic. Then I'm gonna cut it, make a hole, and paste it on the top, as shown. Well, now with the scrap wood, I'm gonna mark the center. I just make an X, and in the middle, I'm gonna drill a little bit of a hole. I'm gonna put a piece of wood or plastic, and I'm gonna make another hole in the bottom part of the skull. Now, with two pieces of aluminum foil, I'm gonna do two balls, and I'm gonna put it inside the eye sockets of the skull. Now we're gonna use some cold porcelain, and we're gonna cover that aluminum foil and make the eyes and the eyelids. I'm using wood glue to glue this. For the eyelids, I make a small pancake, divide it in half, and put one on each eye, as shown. Let's paint the base. I'm just using some acrylic black paint. Now let's paint the headpiece. I'm using just some black, brown, sand color, and some red later on for the rest of the mask. I'm just putting the shadows and rubbing with my fingers. Then, with a little bit of mustard color, I'm gonna highlight the top. I'm also gonna use that mustard to paint part of the skulls. Now with a darker red, I'm making the shadows of the mask, or the red part of the mask. Now we paint the eyes with some green, and with the back part of the brush, I do the iris. Now with some white, we do the lights. Now with some silver, we're gonna paint the top part as a dry brush technique. Now with some super glue, we're gonna glue the base to the head. Later, we're gonna do two coats of Mod Podge. With the same technique of dry brush, we're gonna do the base. We're gonna use some silver and just a fan brush, and do some highlights in the corner. And remember, if you like the video, please consider to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Good night.